one of the other films I watched that I hadn't seen since it came out in theaters when I was preparing for this was Stranger Than Fiction.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved your performance in that film. You. And what, you know, for people who don't know, it's a film about a guy who finds out he is a character in a fictional novel. Correct. And Harold is his name, and he's an IRS agent, and you play him with like this strict moral code, and sort of with this simplicity, but that there's nobility to it, right?
It was one of the more beautiful scripts I've ever read. It's the first time I really had to do an emotional scene with another actor, and here I am with Dustin Hoffman, and that was like one of the greatest days as an actor that I will ever have.
I bet.
The scene where he tells me I have to die. He wasn't even on camera yet, and he was emoting and helping me to try to get to this place. And if anything, I used the fear of not being able to execute it to generate the emotion. I was so afraid that I wouldn't be able to cry that I started crying. And that's what kind of got me to that place, because I didn't want to let anyone down. It's weird to do those emotional scenes because you don't know, you don't want to go out of the gate too hard, because you're going to be crying all day. You're like, how much more can I access this?
Right.
Normally on the all the other comedies I work in between setups, you're laughing, you're joking, you're like, you're keeping it loose. And I just like sat in a chair. I didn't know what to do with myself. So the producers, the director, everyone who'd cast me didn't know truly if I could do. And while it was happening, no one wanted to say anything, because I think they were just like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a great scene. And like, Will's not effing it up. And, and so Dustin and I have a moment, and like he just patted me on the shoulder, like you're doing great. And I'm like, I said, gosh, I wish my dad was here today. He would love this, to watch this, to see the scene, everything like that. And he's like, he grabs me, he's like, when did he pass? I'm like, oh no, he lives in Irvine. No, I just wish, he was just out here 2 weeks ago. No, I just wish he was here right now. He's like, oh, okay. And then he walked away. And I'm just like, no, don't start laughing now. Don't start laughing.